All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the council. So, wow, I've already done 5 episodes. No, I've done 4 episodes, and there's going to be 2 more after this. So, without further ado, let's start episode 2. That rhyme. Without further ado, episode 2. Oh shit. The acting. I forgot how great the acting is in this game. Oh, let me make sure. She's looking for her sister, you guys. Oh, let me fix the audio real quick, because I'm pretty certain no one's hearing anything right now.
Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques
There we go.
Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge.
So we're just catching us up
You'll
on
find
things.
that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do
forgot his
apologize
name.
for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
I don't remember any of that. Okay, so we can do. I fixed my computer, my keyboard, and everything, so it should work. I shouldn't be locked out of anything. But let's do etiquette, science. No, etiquette, because last time the guy was like, "Oh, you don't know shit," so let's do that. And then let's do logic. No, not logic. Let's do psychology. Alright. Should be better now. Ooh, I got an achievement, Jack of all trades.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please
I do.
Thank you.
Mind
I
extremely.
wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here,
that's him.
it was, of course, in the
That's the
hope
guy,
that
right?
you would help us find your mother.
He kind of looks like.
Unfortunately, I am now confronted
he
with
looks
another
terrifying.
problem,
He looks like.
which I would rather have done without.
What's
You
that
see,
guy?
last
Mad
night,
Pierre
Miss
from,
Adams
Cowboy
also
Bebop.
went missing.
With his mouth. Okay. Do I want to use up all my smart points? Yeah, I have jelly.
And why is that? Can you tell me more?
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's
of
quite
the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir Gregory is about to arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously. Please, reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
Okay. I guess that's my job to just do that.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
Cool. I'm not gonna, go through your stuff or anything. Trust me on that. I'm a real trustworthy guy, this Louis de Richet? French that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and wait. No.
All right, let's take this chance to look around.
Like, come on. I'm a detective, aren't I? Aren't I? Okay. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. When asked what were you doing yesterday evening, Monsieur Bonaparte replied, after talking with Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washington, and His Eminence Biagi. Sir Gregory won. When asked, did you notice anything strange throughout the evening, Monsieur Bonaparte replied, At daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but couldn't see who it was. Damer of Duchess Hillsborough. When asked, what were you doing yesterday evening? Duchess replied, I spent the evening in Monsieur Richard's company. We admired the works exhibited in the Manor Gallery. While going up to bed, I said Manor, I would say Manor. We ran to Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur de Richet and Miss Adams in conversation and went to bed. When asked, did you know anything strange that evening? Not that I remember. I got drugged. Come out of the trial innocent. I didn't search anything. I looked at one thing.
Please, sit back down, Louis.
I feel like I messed up or something.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
Oh, Elizabeth dead? Oh, I can't say that. No, I didn't.
What are you talking about? I only helped her. We talked and she wanted to leave. I imagine that's what she did, right?
We have found no trace of her leaving, monsieur. So allow me to have my
Oh, I see. So it's my fault because I was the last person to see her alive. Okay.
We must remain calm, Gregory. We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Yeah, and here's my thing. Why do you automatically assume murder? Nigga, I don't know. I can't say this. I can't say this. Ooh, remember her sisters.
I'm not absolutely sure, but I'd wager she's gone to visit her sister.
Sister?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I fucked up.
Lord! You mean Abigail?
Yes, they've been keeping in touch by mail. Elizabeth always dreamt of meeting her.
I think I messed
I
up
wouldn't be
here.
surprised if she went to see her.
Damnation, William. This is a fiasco.
Or maybe I messed up later on, because...
Don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory.
I think I just exposed her secret?
In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says.
Okay,
Why
step
do you
three.
think she wanted to leave?
Oh, she felt trapped.
She was persuaded she was going to die. When she saw that
I'm not gonna say it
you
with
had
my
invited
mother. Come on,
she
that's,
thought that you wanted to put an end to her. She felt
that's
betrayed.
stupid.
But why didn't she speak to me about it?
Elizabeth had nothing to fear from us. You know very well who she was afraid of, but you don't dare say.
Fine. Just get my mom.
I was
Shit. You
terrorized
happy?
by my mother's presence here. Just
Damn.
the thought of coming face
Trying to be
face
faithful,
with her
trying to be
was
loyal son.
unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely. Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little abrupt. I dare not think what would happen.
Did you just forget what you said the last, like,
Across your mother
5 minutes?
island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I
like
understand,
you.
my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Perrin.
I feel like it's like
Yeah,
one of those old school Mass Effect choice wheels where they'll yell at you and then you go
Right.
back and it's like, oh, okay.
It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She's hiding.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why,
Or if you
but
won't, still happening.
it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
Oh, she's definitely the cat. Come on.
Knowing my mother, she would be the cat.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
I don't give a
What
damn
was the
about your
official
feelings.
reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday.
Oh, now we're friends.
During
Monsieur
lunch.
Bonaparte.
I see.
But then everything else you say is just terrible.
So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
And we shall see. However,
Yeah,
there's one thing that surprises
he can do some things. Did my mother...
Did my mother
was she
intend
about
to
that
finance a
action?
war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable.
Okay,
France
those guys'
is in
masks
turmoil,
are
and
keeping
having
me out.
support
Please
of a
send them away.
military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've
gonna marry her.
invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It
This
will
sounds
be
like
presented
some
later
weird
today.
sex party, doesn't
I
it?
thought that the Golden Order had a role to play. And I still think so. I was
No,
hoping
just me.
Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
She
Indeed,
wants to join. He
if
wants the
by
Golden
chance
Order to
your
join his
mother
little
decided
party.
not
Come on.
to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow
So
the
he's
deliberations
basically
while
saying,
waiting for her
your
to
mom's our
do
first
me
choice,
take
but if
her
she's
seat.
like dead or
Why not?
whatever, you want to like take her spot or
We shall
something?
see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here.
That was like 2 minutes
Is
ago.
there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I have no idea.
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is
Ooh,
this
these zoom-ups
usual
are-
for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said,
I just
it's
feel
the
like
first time she hasn't let me
they
in
had so
on
much
the
time.
reason for
I
her
guess maybe
trip.
not a lot of time to do
And
the voice
it
recording.
intrigues me, to
And I
tell you
think
the
it's
truth.
gotten worse.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once
Right?
she reappears.
Like-
There's something I still don't get.
Like
In
everyone
your
else sounds
opinion,
decent, but the main
Why
character
would
sounds
your mother
terrible.
remain in hiding over several weeks?
I think she discovered something.
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed.
See, that doesn't make any
Beginning of
sense.
her stay
What I
here,
just said is
we
not should not
enjoyed
lead to him
spending
saying
time
that.
together, solving the world's problems.
Enough about her. What of her disappearance? What the fuck are you talking about? That makes no sense. Quit talking about her. Now tell me more about her.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh,
I don't know if you want to know all that. We've seen some late night texts.
Points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
The cotton gin. How fucking
Ah,
like
yes.
old is
His
this?
famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater.
Slavery. Are we gonna go over
All
that?
industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production.
No?
Oh,
I'm just
that
gonna-
I'm sure.
Not
I'm
gonna touch
surprised she
that
didn't
subject.
get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
No one
Are
cares
you
about.
joking? Sarah and I spent entire
Okay.
days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third.
Wait, you said
My
they spent days
ancestor
reliving
distinguished
the
himself
Crusades?
brilliantly
Were they
during the siege of Saint-Jean
were they
d'Acre.
killing non-believers for a couple of days? I know nothing. Now I know all about the famous papal bull of Pope Gregory VIII.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades, how Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus had to battle it out to achieve their ends, and how Guy de Lusignan,
I feel like I'm
having
playing a
broken his
dating
word,
sim now. Like,
launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts.
No,
Good
not
on
really.
you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know. But I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, what are you talking about?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her
What?
behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She
You tell me this now?
resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then,
Oh.
before Gregory could intervene,
Is that what I
she
saw?
ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
Emily has a twin sister who knew my mother? What's she playing at, goddammit? That
Yeah,
means
are we going to talk about the vision we had?
what's
Yeah.
actually happening inside the manor. Mother
So-
shot Emily's sister? The
So do
very
you
person
have
she came
powers?
looking
Like,
for? Why would she do that?
is
Excuse
that
me.
going to be explained?
But between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course.
I thought you were going to say
I'll
no.
send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
One last thing, although I don't know if there is a connection.
I'm listening.
A gate was forced the other night near the wharf. Nothing serious, just a few small things damaged.
Mm-hmm. I see. I might be about to find a trace of her passage. Sorry, Mother, but I don't want him on my back. You'll have to take the blame for me.
I can't see how Sarah could have done this, but then I can't think of any other solution either.
You're an idiot, because I clearly just lied to you.
Take a closer look.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime,
Damn, how many people
I
are
shall
coming
get
to this
someone
thing?
Open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Alright, can we finally move?
The room
All
is
right.
just opposite Mortimer's study.
I forgot, I run at the speed of fucking molasses. Go to the tower. Okay, so first, let me see. Okay, so I can just... Oh, maybe now. I get it. Maybe now I can go upstairs. Before you couldn't. You still can't. Okay. Well, where's the tower then? I'm still getting my bearings. Like, I haven't played this game in quite a while. Wait, did you say it's right across from my room? Because then I went the wrong way. This is whose room?
Sir Jacques Perru?
There's no study here. What's on the third floor? Nothing. Pier, garden, the Great Hall of Zeus, salon, forecourt. Okay. I'll go back to my room. He did say that it was right across from my room, so I wish the map wasn't like hidden though. Like I wish I could do this. I could just go, run. Okay, so my room's coming up, right?
Huh, that's me.
I can't go into my own room? Where is the servant then? Where are... Hold on. No, weird. Emily. Map, character. Oh wait, did I level up or anything? I did not. It says go to the tower room, but where? Maybe I gotta go downstairs. Because I can't get any higher. Can't even go to my own room. I don't think I'll let me go up the stairs. Not this breakneck speed, at least. Goddamn Flash over here. I can't go downstairs either? Okay, where can I go then? Right, can't go here. Where is this? What are those things right there? Okay. So the tower room is not in a tower, it's just right there. Maybe I'm dumb, which is, you know, completely logical. That sounds so gross. It sounds so gross. Sorry, I keep hitting the spacebar button. Any clues?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Caravaggio. Ooh, I like Caravaggio's work.
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly
Okay,
struck.
so why does it cost me
Jesus
brain
Christ.
points to recall something I know to
It's the
myself?
best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can
Hit
recall,
the person?
the account
Or
of
the
his
capitalized?
conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Hey, I knew all that, because I took an art history class. Let's examine the painting then.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and
Yeah, he was very
bright
good at
colors
Baroque.
too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives.
No,
the
I
light
think
of the Savior.
Caravaggio, it wasn't his, I want to say true skill, but not 100% certain. Wait, which way did I come from? I came from this way, right? Yeah, because it's locked. This is locked too. I thought you sent a servant here.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Guess I got the balcony.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Should I force the door open? Should I can't do that? Or logic it up? I'll logic it.
I'm gonna need something to help me get the key that fell on the floor. The door was closed from the inside. Would Mother have provided something within reach to recover it?
Let's find out. What about... So it's gonna probably be like a poker of some sort. That's a coin. Gotta be a tool here somewhere that can just slip and slide underneath.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
Oh, hello, papers.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
Man with the sword.
Who could
Guess
she
not literally.
be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Faith and the sword, eh? We must find a safe way to communicate. Someone's onto us. Trust in my faith and the man and the sword. The man and the sword has to be... I don't want to say it's a painting because that'd be too obvious. So it has to be... Like I had a spear, not a sword. I'm thinking it has to be someone maybe like who's for justice, like a sword of justice. Or it could very well be some man with a sword.
What is this disc?
I can't observe it, so let's take it. We shall observe it later. A lodestone.
Dante's paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
I don't know what that means. Man with the sword. Is there anything else here? Is that just a letter again?
There are burnt papers in the
Yeah.
chimney.
I can't escape from this cutscene?
There's a legible fragment left. Hey,
Oh my
I
god,
recognize my
that's so
mother's
stupid. I
handwriting.
already know what it is.
She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us.
I know.
Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So
Okay, my
Mother had
mistake.
an accomplice here. Who could
So
it
you
be?
can't break out of animations?
Who could she be suspicious of?
Come on, game. This is basic
We
stuff
must
from
find
like
the next part. Faith,
the
sword.
90s. I should be able to
I
skip this
recognize her
part.
love of riddles there.
Alright, so don't come over here again ever.
There are burnt papers in
No!
the
God
chimney.
damn it! I was clicking on the other thing.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of?
Well, we're gonna find out. You
We
stop
must find the
repeating
next
this
part.
animation.
Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Okay, see, I wasn't looking here. I was looking here. Are you telling me that this right here bends me down this way? Wait, really?
There are burnt
Yes,
papers in the chimney.
it does. Wow, that's dumb. That is dumb.
There's a legible fragment.
How would I notice
Hey,
something
I
burning
recognize my
in the
mother's
chimney
handwriting.
if I'm looking
She
at a
says,
table?
We must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us.
Okay,
Trust
yeah, I
in
know.
my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here.
Who could a man with
could
the
it
sword
be?
be?
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Okay, so the next part, don't click on that. Obviously, I cannot leave. So the next part is in here somewhere. Man with the sword. Are these all the same? Because that is a horn. Are the things related?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Like, is the door thing related to the hint? The clue? Yeah, I think I could just break. I'm just gonna break through the door. I think I don't need my brains for this part. I think I need my brains for the rest of the clues. Why would she burn it and leave it in there? I'm just gonna break the door down. Actually, wait. If I break the door down, that might be suspicious. That might make it so that someone learned that I was here. But I haven't found anything I can interact with besides this stupid note here. Nothing here, nothing there. Dante's Inferno. Yeah, I know Dante's Inferno. We did that. And there seems to be nothing else here that I can use. Trying to be thorough. There's nothing else here. And these are all repeating images on the wall. I can't use anything here. Just double, triple, quadruple checking. If I can do this very smart way. Whoa, what was that? A very smart way, then I'll do it. But if not, we'll be done. And it looks like it's time to be stupid.
So much for discretion.
How much strength could you possibly have
It's
to do
open.
that? Oh, it's open. Good job. Is the key no longer here? I got some jelly. I put some jelly in my body. Oh yeah, like that nice little noise. There's a bed. Trust the man with the sword. No, I want the pills.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Looks like
Painting of
Play-Doh or
Saint
some
Mark
shit.
from the
Oh, never
Collection
mind.
of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
I don't know who that guy is. What's that red thing on the screen? Did I do something wrong?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. Their fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
But I have enough science skills to do anything about that, right? Sophistry. Sophistria.
St. John is known as the youngest of Christ's apostles, when we often give credit to St. John for having written about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible.
The best book. Really good stuff there. I like the way he took the lore and just kind of expanded upon it. Alright, so trusting the man with the...
The New Testament.
Trust the man with the sword. Let's analyze the book first. The Bible is famous.
This book is incredibly precious.
It's
I
a
believe this is
Gutenberg.
the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
This
This
Bible is
volume
famous.
dates from the first edition by Gutenberg. It's the first book
How
that was
come
ever
that
printed.
what he's saying is
Pages are
reversed?
covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years
Like I clicked
studying
on
this
something
Bible.
about Gutenberg, it mentioned nothing about Gutenberg, and then I clicked on something about this Bible is famous, then it mentions Gutenberg. It's a
A
Bible.
volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
Okay, so maybe I should read something. I don't care.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help me. Who's the sword man though?
The drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Trust in the man. Trust in my faith.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
I don't have a key. Is that what fell down on the ground? Did I lose that because I kicked the door open? It should have fallen right here, right? So I did this one. I did that. I can do this.
A fragment of amber.
It's amber. I think I'm stumped. Maybe I do read the passages of the Bible. Oh, come on, dude.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he
Yeah, I
saw
don't
him,
think this is gonna
he fell
help.
at his feet.
Yeah, nothing but a man. Nothing but a man or a sword. Time we leave. We cannot leave. So I have to solve this shit in here. Okay. But I'm interacting with everything I possibly can.
St. Paul,
Oh.
painted by Guido Reni.
That's the man with the sword.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small
That's gonna maybe
inscription
give me the
engraved on
keys?
frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Paul. No, I think I figured it out. Sure, 11. What do you say? Paul?
St. Paul, painted by Guido Reni.
Okay, expect it.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword.
Uh-huh.
Strange.
Dust, yes,
There's
yes,
hardly
yes.
any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how,
This is how
Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the
11.
painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
So Paul, oh sorry, Paul 11. To the Romans, chapter 11,
I
verse
say
11.
then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait,
What the hell?
a note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages.
Oh, I
here.
was gonna say, but I'm supposed to get from that.
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply.
So
Hidden
is
behind the youngest apostle.
E?
What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
We know. We just did that. It's right on the ground. Right here.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't
Yes.
my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second
You're
day,
a smart one.
the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What is it?
1 to the left, 3 to the right. It's a combination. So I've left 1, right 3. Well, a combination to what? This?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
See, but I need locks for that. I mean, I need keys for that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's not,
They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
is that a picture? I need occultism unlocked to remember a book that I just, okay. So he's saying the people Paul were talking to should add 1 to the, oh, wait a minute. So the people who he was talking to, so Paul's right here, to the Romans. So add 1 to the left, then 3 to the right. So chapter 12, verse 13. No. 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 He was talking to the pilgrims, for sure. Which were the Romans, right? So add 1 to the left and 3 to the right. That's 12 and 14. Oh, so this one say.
For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
Nope, that was wrong. I guess I just go to this book. Wait. He have. I go back.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I forgot which one this guy's name was.
They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking
So
to.
the prophecies
and
of
now
John.
is telling them prophecies?
Okay, so John. I make a John now. And it would be add chapter 11 and 1 would be 12. So there's no chapter 12 though.
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
Not that one. It was John for sure though.
And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha.
Come on. John.
I and my Father are one.
Cool.
Now there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5
That's the
porches.
entertainment. Alright, just finish it off.
Now there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool,
Oh, it was finishing
which
off.
is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
What about this one? No, damn it. John. That's not. It's not either of them.
I guess I'll just come back later.
What am I missing here?
They should
What am I
add
missing
a
here?
companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
So it has to be John. And he's saying add 1 to the left and 3 to the right. So it has to be John, 1 to the left and 3 to the right. So it was 11 chapter 11, verse 11, right? So chapter 11, you add 1 to that, that's 12. Add 3 to 11, that's 14. But there's nothing here that says even chapter 12. 19:5. I mean, I guess I could theoretically go through every single one, but I don't think I'm going to see anything like that. St. John 3:18, 19, 17. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nothing even has a chapter 12 here. Like, nothing here. Nope. Nope. No. Nah. No. And I'm pretty sure I'm reading this code correctly, right? There we go.
Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
What? That's it. That was it, wasn't it? To the Hebrews? Yeah, chapter 12 is 11, and then 13 and 11 was it should be this.
Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
What the freak? What did I screw up here? I messed up somewhere, didn't I?
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
And here?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
I feel like I messed up somewhere. I don't know where. He doesn't have a beard,
St.
okay.
John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle.
Yeah, I know, we figured it out.
This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
I know how to recover the answer. What are you talking about, dude? The answer is, it's... Okay, again. The Epistles of Paul, Epistles to the Romans, chapter 11, verse 11. Because that's 11, so that's on the left and on the right. So that should be 1 to the left, right? 12. And 3 is 14. Well, if you go 12, 14... it doesn't do it. Unless it's chapter 1, verse 3.
There is none that understandeth. There is none that seeketh after God.
No. Well, see, if I read this one again.
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Okay, you know what? Let's just fix some shit. Let's go. I want to say it's Hebrews, right?
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message. There are
What?
some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation.
Wait.
When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
I just thought of something. I think I'm going Revelations. Didn't do this
and
one.
the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times and a half a time, from the face
The hell
of
does
the
that mean?
serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
Okay, so going based off that, I should be able to find out what the next one is. Hopefully a lot faster than last time. What does the thing say? Okay, do you need help? Possible. When Paul understood only Acton, he went back to his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one, right? And this is John? No, not John. It's Paul. I don't see Paul anywhere. I don't see him. Oh, Acts of the Apostle. Let's start with this one.
Then they suborned men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
Nope. This one?
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready...
Oh, I got a thingy.
Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare.
The nightmare?
Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet.
Who's
Take care of
Volner?
yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare?
I don't
I
know.
must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
You literally just said that. It's probably allegorical.
I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Yeah, you ought to. Where did that shadow come from? Now I can leave? Now we can leave. Where's my mother? I did not understand my mother's message. I could have found the conversation between my mother and her partner. I thought I did find the conversation between her and her partner and understood it. No? Well, that was chapter 5. And we'll do 6 and 7 later on. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.